Please welcome back to DBL, friend of the show, Tony Hale.
Hey! Hi, guys.
Good to see you.
Man?
Tony, always good to see
How are
you.
you?
We're doing good. But let's jump right in. Your new show, Decameron, is about a group of 14th century nobles who quarantined from the Black Plague in a castle. So while filming this show, did it ever feel a little too similar to your COVID experience?
It's almost like I blocked it out. Kathleen Jordan, who created the show, she wrote the show during the pandemic as kind of a way to kind of process all the fear and uncertainty we were experiencing and made it into a dark comedy. And it is, it's really such a fun watch. And if you think of like Downton Abbey, I'm kind of like the Carson. I'm the head of the downstairs. So I'm trying to make
Ooh, this
which I don't
looks
do well.
juicy. We just got to see a little teaser, and looks good to me. I love it.
I don't know what's happening over here, Tony, but I don't like it. I'm bothered.
Well, typically I play quirky sidekick, so it's a little bit of a departure.
Okay, now the cast of the Decameron, am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
I was so worried all morning that I'm saying that wrong. Okay. Actually lived together in Rome for 6 months. Tell us how that went, because after a while you might be like, can you go stand over there?
Right.
It was, the Italians are very honest people. They're very blunt. I had this one guy who was on the wardrobe department because I wear this kind of, medieval costume. I have a belt. I am middle-aged. And I remember asking the wardrobe designer, I said, hey, can you tighten this belt? And he goes, no, you have an odd shape. And I was like, I'm sorry? So just those was one of many lovely things that came out of their mouths.
By the end of the 6 months, did you fill out that belt from eating all that pasta and great food over there?
Dude.
Yeah.
It was madness.
We'd also love to talk to you about Inside Out 2.
It's so good.
Because you voiced fear in this movie, which is about the emotions of a teenage girl. And I wonder, when you were a kid, what were your biggest fears?
Oh my God! Now we're getting into our trauma, guys. This is
Yep.
fun. What were my biggest fears? I've always kind of been terrified of heights. I had asthma as a kid, and I was always, I don't know, this is getting into things, but it's like being on an elevator freaked me out because I thought if I have an asthma attack, I can't get out.
Aww.
But this is what's kind of beautiful. What's so beautiful about this movie is I always tried to cut away my fear. I always tried to cut away my anxiety rather than kind of inviting them to the table and embracing them and having a little more compassion on them. And that's what made the difference. And that's what this movie talks about.
That is exactly how I'm studying Buddhism. You're supposed to actually invite the anxiety in.
You embrace it.
And say hello to it. Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I was doing a play 3 years ago. And every night I thought, oh, well, tonight's the night I have a panic attack. Like I was kind of freaking out. And this therapist said, hey, anytime you kind of feel that feeling or hear that voice, whatever, just turn to it and say, hey, I appreciate you being here. I know you're trying to help. I'm going to go do the show and I'll be right back.
Wow.
And it kind of took away the sting of the fear and more like it was really just trying to help. That's all it was kind of trying to do.
Right. Those are beautiful words and so true. So Tony, we've always loved having you on our show, and we want to personally thank you for being on this one for the last time. We've been Sunset, the company's calling it, and our last show is on September 6th. And we just want to thank you for always making us laugh. We're going to miss our chats with you.
I really, really appreciate your guys' authenticity and your honesty, and you're just very kind, and I think that's a real gift you guys have given, big time.
Tony,
thank you so
we
much.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
That means a lot.
Thank you, Tony. Great to see you. DBL Nation, be sure to watch the Decameron out July 25th on Netflix. It looks so good. Thank you again, Tony, and for those kind words as well. We'll be right back.
Please, God bless you guys.
Thank you.
You're the best.
You.